you think? Good. Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, what is it, the 17th, and we're gonna kind of see what this day brings. So, not expecting any big news. So yesterday there was a lot of chatter online saying that the nation as a whole was going to do mandatory lockdown, and you know, I definitely think it's needed. And then all that chatter kind of died down. So I was thinking it would happen today or last night and go in effect today. But some people said it wasn't going to be announced for another 24, 48 hours. So today, tomorrow, Thursday. Here's one of my concerns. So I just had Grant for, I don't know, the last 5 days. So besides going to school yesterday, so I'll talk about that in a second. He hasn't had any contact with anyone really. Not hung out with friends, played with anybody but me or my parents, grandma and grandpa, and stuff like that. Now, he did go to school yesterday, and I'm a little bit pissed off about that. So they said that yesterday he was going to be receiving some sort of e-learning material or information, and he did not. All they did was send home a fucking packet of worksheets. No critical e-learning stuff, you know, sent out. None of that. And I literally could have just kept him home and then gone on the website and printed out the packet myself. So there was nothing special about going into school yesterday. So if I would have known that, if they wouldn't have like led us to believe that we were going to get some like better sort of at-home learning materials or whatnot, then I would have not done that, not sent them to school. You know, I think that was a mistake, and not happy about that, and that was a poor decision on my part. So here's the problem that I have. We are not currently on mandated or mandatory lockdown as a nation or as a state. Some states and cities are doing that, but not Illinois yet. As of like yesterday, the CDC lowered their suggested grouping that you minimize or the max number of people that you hang out with or around is less than 10 now. It started at 1,000, then 250, or I'm sorry, I think it was 1,500, 250, and now it's down to 10. So, and actually before that it was 50. So because we're not on a mandated, you know, ordered lockdown, my concern is I'm going to turn Grant over to his mom tomorrow morning. You know, based on our schedule, he's going to be with her for the next 5 days. He's with me today. But his mom lives in a court. She also works from home, which most people now are working from home. But she's always volunteering to watch other kids or let other kids hang out at her house or vice versa and all this stuff. And I'm concerned that she's not going to practice social isolation or social distancing. So my concern is, you know, Grant's going to be with her for 5 days, playing with all the neighborhood kids, and I'm going to get him back for spring break, and how do I know that he's not now infected or sick or whatever? The plan was to bug out to the lake for the whole fucking week, but I just had this realization that, like, you know, if she doesn't protect him, you know, him and I might be locked away, just the two of us, for a whole fucking week at the house. So, you know, it's not the end of the world. And like I said, everything right now is merely a suggestion. But I'm just like, fuck, man. Like, I don't think his mom would actually think about that. So I'll make a comment when I drop him off, but that's about all that I can do. His mom does not like hanging out with him or having to entertain him or whatever. She loves pawning him off on the neighbors' kids, of course, and that sort of stuff. Versus, you know, it's just another thing to stress out about. So I don't know. How do I determine if he's okay or not? Am I gonna have to sit at home for like 2 days and monitor him and see how he's doing and stuff? I don't know. Really should have kept him home yesterday from school. So, that's where I'm at. I don't know what's going on. There's so much uncertainty right now. Apparently ammo is sold out at all the stores now. Shit is just getting crazy. I'm seeing online prices of like 35 cents or whatever per round for those like aluminum or steel cased bullets. Those are supposed to be cheaper, and now they're like as much or more. Even one of the local stores had that shit for more than like the brass, and I don't understand that. I don't know what's up with that. Fuck, man, this is just getting absolutely nuts. So that's kind of what's going on. I was looking into getting into like reloading, getting like some reloading equipment and stuff like that. I'm just not quite there yet. So I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. It's gonna be hundreds of dollars to get the stuff for that. Yeah, I'm just not quite sure what to do with all of that. But what I am gonna do is probably make another trip to the place where I go for reloading stuff and see what they're like in terms of ammo and reloading supplies. I'm guessing all of that shit's wiped out by now. Nikki and I went, I think that was a week ago, I don't know, and they still had some stuff. I bought some powder and some primers, but I mean that's about it. So what I may do is just get I may just get a couple things for prepping the rounds or whatever. So like there's tools and stuff for pushing out the primers. There's tools and stuff for seating primers, and that's like 1 or 2 steps of the reload process. So I might do that. I don't know what's going on. It's just a lot to take in lately. So it might be time to start finishing those polymer 80 loaders too. You know, $50 a pop for lower parts kits and stuff. I can just start building all those out. I don't know. That it's also expensive. You know, I have a bunch of shit to be able to build Glock 17s, and you know, all those slides and stuff. They're like $300-400 for the slide, the complete slide, and the lower parts kits and all that. And it's just like, fuck, man. So I'm trying to find the cheapest way to obtain firearms, and yeah, that's all that I'll say about that. So I'm headed into work. I did have a meeting with my boss yesterday, and she said as long as the campus stays open, I'm still to report or come into work, which makes sense. I mean, I'm fine with that. As long as I got someone to take care of Grant or watch Grant or whatever, I'm fine with that. What I'll probably do is the week after spring break is, if we're at the lake, Grant will just stay with my parents Monday and Tuesday, and I'll commute into work from the lake. It's an hour-and-a-half drive each way, but it's for the best, so that's what we got to do. There's an Acura, I don't know what it is, TLX in front of me. It looks exactly like a badass like Audi S4. It says it's SH all-wheel drive. I don't know what the SH stands for. It's got dual exhaust, fat ass. It's just like a an Audi. It looks really nice actually. Wonder what kind of engine or setup they're using. So I don't have much else to talk about. Yesterday I was just so mentally drained and exhausted from tracking and following all of this that I was just losing my fucking mind. I came home, ate, and I just fell asleep. I took like an hour-and-a-half nap last night, and then I went to bed probably about 11:30 or whatever. I was up from like 10:30 to 11 or whatever, just playing games on my phone. But I'm exhausted.
Red light camera reported ahead. Yeah, red like me friend Elmo.
So I've been working with this for a while now, but I plug my phone in with a cable to my car, and it gives me Android Auto. And this has been around forever, but I don't know, one of the most recent updates gave me all of this extra stuff and all these extra apps in Android Auto. So it's kind of nice. I can even listen to the scanner radios. I can pull up my calendar, and it'll read me.
There's one entry for today. You have an all-day event called Brian Coleman B-Day.
It'll read me my calendar entries. I can of course do navigation right through my car screen, and it's just a really, really nice polished setup. Then now by connecting it or plugging it in, I'm able to actually use Google Music. You know, the cars have Spotify built into the car interface, but not Google Music. So I can do all kinds of stuff. I can open up recent activity, all that sort of stuff. And it's nice. I like it. I do wish that there was a thumbs up button on the main home interface for the music. Right now, if I want to thumb up a song, I have to click this more and then click thumb up or thumb down, and it's annoying as fuck. I don't know. So that's all I got. I don't know, it doesn't feel like there's much less traffic on the road today. There's cars looking everywhere. But we'll see. As the days go on, it's going to probably start to lower. If they do a mandated quarantine, people will only be able or allowed to be out during the day. So we'll see if that ever happens. You know, there were so many irresponsible people and kids going out to the bars and shit that they did have to close that. I don't know if that's nationwide, but I know the state enacted that. So no bars, and I think, when is it? Tomorrow? The dining in is going to close for restaurants. So only drive-thrus will be open. So this is getting fucking serious, dude. So I'm gonna stop talking about it. Today at work, I'm just gonna put my head down, try to work. I'm going to not be on social media following stuff. I'll just rely on friends and family or whatever to fill me in if anything happens today. That's all I can do, man. I'm just cashed out from dealing and worrying about all of the different scenarios and things for this. So I probably should go get some gas. I have 200 miles on this tank, but I still have over half a tank. But yeah, so that's it. Stay tuned.